So it was a short warm-up. Let's start where we ended, just to see if we can activate it. So if you come to your head, you come like this. Cross-handed, and then I just move him here, touch the lower back. Exercise for Uke, get this feeling of Uke. It happens a lot, following and stopping and then waiting and falling back. And get it out of your system because it's not natural. I understand because it's static. You may think, okay, I'm waiting till it comes and then I fall backward, like what you're doing now. But it's really strange if you're moving to wait like this. Right? So natural will be, if I get you moving, you rotate. Naturally you will go like that. After you bring a spinning motion, you will keep on moving. But because you did it so often, so steady, you're used to wait here and then walk back. But don't do it. Even if it's static, you do really like the kotai, all the steps. Look at this here. Now he goes up, I walk forward, and then this. Often with this static, if you go down, people don't walk forward, and they stand here, they wait. But when he goes up, I should be like this. You can maybe keep this like this. It's similar. Down, up, so I'm still moving forward, and then. So when you get to Jukai, so same as Kokai without stopping, then I do the same. Down, up. So now it's kind of fake way for the dynamic movement. So it's already in your system. The stopping is just never do it. So when it's dynamic, I come to you and you do just real high. And attack and continue. Yeah. So to practice this falling. Direction. That's a good exercise. Please do it more often in your dojo, but it shows so many things. For example, what I did was this. Put it up and fell down. Right? As you see, for example, this. I don't know, maybe it's possible, right? You see someone, you wave, and then your hands are just like this, and you just go on with your business. Right. So it's not natural. Why are you doing that? Or this? Why am I going this direction, away from uke and not just dropping down? So it's good to really examine yourself and look at nature. So if I get something, someone's phone, no, I'll not drop it, but something else. Here, the pen. I come, I lift it up, and I let it drop. Right? This is natural. Why should I do this? Right? What is this extra? What does it bring? Except from extra movement, extra energy, extra tension. It's not needed. The only thing is, it's here, I lift it up, bring it up, and I let it relax. And it looks maybe a bit serious with a pen, but it's with every technique it's like that. For example, if you do Munatsi, you come, up, and just let it drop down straight. Right? If you come Kosurui, up, straight. If you do Takurui like the word is doing, straight. I'm not pushing in this direction, or everything is straight. Aikido is always this. Lift it up and let it drop. So it looks difficult, but that makes it really easy. If you remember this, so then you don't have to do all kinds of things, which only will block you. Because it doesn't matter the level. So everybody, at one point I think maybe everybody shows what they were doing, and then you could see the difference. But I think you already understand what I'm saying. So when he comes, I can step back with my front foot, lift it up, and let it drop. And now we're connected. He's following on the gravity, I'm following on the gravity, so we still have the same connection. It's not pushing, it's not going away. It's really soft, right? A really soft feeling. So I'm also not, I'm too fast. He's gone. He lets show, so he falls on. So if you just stay here, what's this? Or way too long, he starts to push me. No, he just comes. And the only thing I do is this. Hey, we did it before. Right. Really the same feeling. Please let's try it again. And don't make sound and don't shift the mess. That would be good. Then you know you do the right way. More natural. Now you can do this exercise by yourself. So you just go down, go up, and then do technically. When you do this, you get really used to this feeling. Sometimes I also see they go and too much. My neck is not okay, I'm unbalanced. And you decide yourself to get in this position, nobody else. Of course you can blame the other one, always hurts well, but you do it yourself. So for me, when I'm over, I can only go to here, and then I have to just use my back leg. This is how far I can go, this is key test. Not this. Maybe if you talk, you know. If you talk, the sound is still the same, you know, it can be like this. If I talk and it starts to sound like this, then you know, oh, it's a bit too far. But just when you sense that you can feel it, your back and your neck, go down, up. So do a few times, go this in that direction. Going down, up, and fall. This. exercise we have the lizard leg step, or P-step, like this is called a P-step. So let's put your foot like this, and then do the next step, P-step. So for example, this exercise here, and you do it, keep your body like this. It's beginning exercise, step, back, step. That's the exercise to shift your body, but not rotate your shoulder, but your shoulders and your hip stays in the same position. Like this is a square. So when the hip moves, then the shoulder naturally moves. Right? Of course, you can do it like this, but it's more like muscle. Like when you play tennis, maybe, or boxing. Yeah, it's possible, but then it's from karate, it's a Japanese way. Like step forward, step, boom, and this whole square is coming forward. That's why it's so powerful. It's not like this, which can also be powerful with this energy. So when I do P-step and I do this, then I rotate my body. And naturally the whole upper body is moving. So there's no tension, no movement up here. So it's really moving. So P-step, shift your weight to the right leg, and then basically release. Right? And step back, P-step. That's what we're doing with the beginning exercise. And Hikue is, this is the basic stance. This is Hanmi. And Hikue means it's like this. So you're the smallest object from the front. Why am I saying this? To get this rotation from the feet up, from the ground up, this rotation. That's what we use in Aikido. So it's not, I'm pulling the other one to make the rotation. So for example, this one, here, like my upper body, I try to rotate it and get in this movement. That's not what I'm doing, because if you notice it, my upper body was doing this. I'll show you again. So I'm standing here and I try with my upper body. Yeah, don't do that. So the end product will be, I'm here, shifting weight, and then let this rotation happen in my body, right? And then make sure that happens. Now look at this rotation and really get it in your system. First, to go to the front, you have to shift your weight to the left foot. Right? So this one is empty. It's empty. So this empty foot you can put here. Feel like it's not like this, then you don't get so much rotation here. Now my hip is in this direction, but my foot is in that direction, and my knee is also somewhere there. So it's not in line. The hip, knee, and the foot is not in line. I shift my weight to the right, and then I relax, and then you see it's all in line. The hip, the knee, and the foot is in line. So then I have a rotation. This is what I'm using from the ground up. So again, shift your weight to the right, so the weight is on that foot, and then just release it. This rotation. Get that feeling on the other side. Here, shift your weight and rotate. Other side. Okay. Shift your weight and just let the rotation happen. And do it a few times, so really get used to this feeling. Do some research. When your foot is like this, and I put my weight on the right foot, which way will the rotation go? Which direction? You can try it and then it's good. Try it. So here, release the weight. In which direction will it rotate? Let's try 2 times that. Okay, what's your finding? In which direction does it rotate? It starts at the ground, in your foot, and then it starts to rotate in your ankle, your leg, and up. And what direction is it going?
Yeah.
I don't know what this. Up, so you want
up. Leg. No.
You show a bit forward and you basically say up. Right?
So
With your feeling, yeah.
So basically your rotation is already when you put down your foot, you already started to rotate, because if you want to move your foot like this, you already started the rotation this way.
Yeah.
So it goes
Like this up to your back.
up.
And
That's it. Rotation, that's like, these are the only forces we use. These rotations, it goes up and down. So, I'm not, we have the feeling, we have the touch, right? So when I move, when I start to move, he will move too, right? That's what we practice. So I'm not pulling him in any direction. I just let this rotation from here, I let it happen and it goes up. That's what I'm doing, then I release it. So this is Aikido. I'm not moving you, I'm moving myself. I work with these spiraling forces. Yeah. But often you see a little bit, I'm here, go down, and then I pull him in this direction. Right? This familiar feeling. And then you pull it up and then kind of push it down. It's a whole different feeling. I'm working on you. But it's not about the other one. The other one connects to me. As long as it's connected, it will feel natural forces. It's not like you touch me, I will do something back to you. And we know it, and many say this, but it's just our 5P part, right? It will do it. But stay away from it. It's misogi. He gets a feeling that helps him to purify. And if I pull and push and throw, he will get another feeling. He will not be purified, he will be, his look will be different, he will attack differently. What I want is misogi, purification. He'll become softer face, softer feeling. He will gladly come again. Not because he's crushed. No, he will gladly come again because it feels good. And he becomes more light and light, no tension, in the right state. Because I was not fighting against you, so you're still in this open state. You get more and more in this state. So that's what you do. You connect, and let this natural movement happen. And there's a process happening now. Right? That's what I'm doing. So that's, I think so. This is just a small part of it, this rotation. And just let it spiral up and let it happen. It's really important to get in your system. So you understand it now, you have the first feeling. For example, with the Kotai version of Kakatadori Tenkan Kokenaga, if you hold me, what's the first step that we do in Kotai? T-step, right? So that's this. What happens, I step a little bit off the line. You see it? So I have this energy, it's already going in this direction, so now it's still from center to center. But when I do this, it's already a bit in front of me, and I changed my posture just by shifting this weight and putting here. Now I release to the foot. What happens? This. Right? So it's already in there. You don't have to think about, oh, I have to move out of your way and then. No, just this lizard leg does it all. Already a bit out of the way. I rotate. I'm here. If you do the next step, you can fill this one in. Shift your weight. Behind. Now I shift my weight to the back foot, and I rotate my hip in the direction of my toes. Yeah. And nothing happened here, you feel? I didn't pull you or anything. It's kind of surprising because it doesn't happen here, the movement happens here. Then I look at this empty foot, shift weight, and then I rotate. And that's how I'm doing this movement. And it's a whole different thing from this. Stay center. It's really hard to move. I go to the back leg and I rotate. You see? And he was just as strong trying to hold it, but it's just a whole different feeling. Because I'm not moving here. Same, it's always in your direction. It never changes. I don't go in this direction. My hip is changing. My foot. This is changing. So key will always be in this direction. And again, this like, oh yeah, it's so obvious and so simple and so clear. But I can guarantee you that often you will try to move in this direction. It's blocking keys. His key is going this direction. And probably when we explain, this is Aikido, so we never this, we always this, and then we stay in the same direction. And then we're in the same direction, and then we jerk perpendicular on the movement. Right? We also did it before, or walk forward. There's also, we were standing here, staying in the and then walk forward and get this circle movement. And now stay centered. I'm colliding with this key. And it's sweaty, but get the grip to me. I cannot move forward. It's impossible. I only stay in center, connected in center, and I move my foot. Right? So to understand this dynamics of this lizard leg foot, this rotation, that's what you're doing. Right? If we go in this direction, I cannot go in this direction. Then it's colliding key. And okay, you get away with it maybe, but don't do it. You never practice that. Walking forward is not possible. It's impossible. And someone's really holding you with key. And even when you can make it work, walk forward, then still, in one way he's not stable enough, but it's still fighting. I can feel when I go forward, I don't feel kimusubi anymore. You feel?
Yeah.
There's tension in our connection. That's not kimusubi, that's not harmony. This is just dominating or something, fighting, or be more handy with some techniques to get someone in this direction. I really want nothing to change it. I want this to stay the same. It's really important to my connection. So that's why I'm not working here. I'm here in my lab, and I rotate myself. And you will feel comfortable. And the first time I felt it from Sensei, it's like, how can you move me? I don't want to move. I'm really stable, and still I'm moving. Nothing is activated in you. Right? It feels very comfortable, but hey, why am I moving? It's like you're on a boat. Standing, all of a sudden things start to move around you, but you don't feel it, the boat and you are just the same. And maybe that's a good example. Like you're on a boat and the boat all of a sudden goes like this and you're standing here. Like, what is this? No, it just moves with you. Yeah? So maybe you can practice with this. So here, first, just to do this, you don't want to get off the line. It's natural. Naturally, I'm a bit off the line. I shift my way to that side, rotate, and then I'm here. It's in front of me. No conflict. I shift, I do this, shift away. Naturally, I rotate here. This arm same, 45 degrees. Shift your weight to your back leg. And look, my leg. go in this direction, but my hip is there. So I'm regular, and I rotate my hip, same direction as the this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that, and rotate. Just play with that feeling, yes. I was always wondering, like when we were walking like this, how to move. And at one point, Okajima Sensei explained like some technical part of it. And so you kind of make a square all the time. This is what you're doing. This is how you rotate on the spot. Sometimes people move like this, right? Up to the back. You see it a lot of times happening, especially with beginners. Or they walk forward. That's not working. You're in the spot. So here you're on the back leg. You rotate. Naturally the foot comes because it's empty. This one. Then you can do this. Shift the weight. Relax. Naturally it comes here. Shift the weight. Shift the weight. And this natural spiral movement is happening all the time. So you try that. So if you're here, back foot, then release. Naturally you can put your toes together. Shift your way to the left foot and release. The heels come together. Shift your way to the right. Release. That's how it is. This releasing is creating spiral movement, and that's what's driving the whole movement. So it looks big on the outside. So when you come full speed, it looks big on the outside, but then I'm just spiraling inside. And that's the only thing I'm noticing for myself. Of course I'm feeling about everything, but it's not like here. Familiar sight, huh? Jerking, I've been doing it for a long time, like 2 meters, and especially when you do like this. Really powerful, but it's, what am I doing? I'm kind of destroying someone. And oh yeah, I have to follow, and then I learn how to follow. It's very familiar, right? A lot of power comes in. Power. Where's Kimisui? He says, yeah, and everybody laughing because there's so much, put too much in it. So same speed, he comes, I just rotate. No hard feeling, really soft. Very easy to do. The only thing he has to do is this. Not this. That's true. Some people like it, that other feeling. Yeah, but it's good. But you realize it's a different part of what we're doing. Yeah, he comes. This is the feeling I want to give. So shall we try it? Tactical stability. Make sure when you step in, the foot that comes behind you, this one, prepare this is empty foot, and shift weight and let it happen.
Groups of 3.
Yes. 3 people pressing together. Yes. So we were talking about the rotation. During practice you see many things. Also, what is the technique by itself? It's all good. We were looking at rotation. So when you work with it, what do you notice? Nothing.
Fried brain.
That's good.
I had lots of problems by not moving backwards.
And what's backwards?
So instead of being in my own space, I step out of the space to create more.
Okay.
I don't know the intersection. So I'm removing the connection at the beginning, which means that it will never work.
Yeah, exactly. That's really important because you need an anchor point.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It needs to be anchored. This will only work if it's anchored to some point, and then from there you can release it. But what happens so often, then you change, you let it go, and then it's gone. There's no more spiraling effect from the ground up. That's really good experience to see that. Of course, here in the center, more things like
But I would say
yes, time is gone.
so basically also when you stay, it becomes much more of a inner movement in the technique, in whatever you do. So it doesn't feel like you're using any of it.
It's inside you, this happens.
We had the experience on both ends. Everything just went completely sour and the other one just
What is it?
Yeah.
Again, I don't.
Maybe you want to add something? No, but that's good stuff. It's really happening inside of you. And at one point, I remember in Kendal, we were walking around. I was with Peter Kelly and Sensei, but we were just playing together with some this kind of movements. And then he said, in the beginning, you can hardly believe it's working. You do something inside yourself, I cannot imagine it's working on the other one because I do nothing. But you have to get used to that feeling and trust. That's how it works. But the ones who hold me or the one who's doing it correctly, they feel, whoa, what's this? Movement but you feel nothing, so you have to get used to that. It's really inside, this is enough. You know, the other one will have a great experience and you, I'm not doing anything, but still something is transferred to the other one. And that's when you feel, I do nothing.
Where you started in the beginning with the overreaction, you know, the making the spiral really high, with the handle up, so to overreact, and later we made it smaller and smaller in a good position, and that was really nice to feel the borning, the delivering of the child. Once, like, wow, it's taken up, you know, that was for free also. You didn't put the coin or something.
Yeah, to make it smaller. Another thing could be, like we were talking about, if you go too much up, it's out of balance, so you want to go down the same. The amount that you go up, you also go down, two opposite forces, right? So when you go up, same is going down, that's why you're stable. But often you do something like, oh yeah, lift our hands and go up. But then you forget to go down, so you just fall. I have to go down, same. That's always a good thing to remember. Also when you offer your hand, for example, it's a good principle to use. So if you stand like this and you offer your hand, yes. What happens a lot is this direction. There's no counterweight. It should be in this direction same. So every time you extend same to the back. So if you offer your hand, it doesn't even have to be physical, but the feeling is I'm extending this direction too. So when you offer, it's really stable. Increasing. That's what you do. It's increasing a bit in your feeling, in your awareness, in your consciousness. That's what you're doing. So you cannot sleep. That's why the feeling is important. Because if you just fly in, it's gone. Right? So if you offer, now your awareness is there. Yeah. See it now it's gone. Now, doesn't matter. Go back. This. Whatever happens, there's always a moment to go back to the direction. Overrule my. Yeah, now see. So you cannot see. Well, you can see it. I can see which direction attention is going, but you're not really sure. And most people will never see it. Because of your practice. You feel it. When I do this, I do this. Yeah. So we find it. Yes, that's why it's simple. Maybe that's good to practice. This is the opposite forces. In this point, just as much. Not a little bit more here. You got nice work here. It's mainly, I don't know, mental is not the right word, I think, but it's awareness. And the best would be if you, two directions you go infinite. That would be the best. But then still this is baby steps, because is it two directions or is it something else and you cannot say anything? Yeah, 8 directions, all directions, always. No, I mean all directions. I'm watching you, but I mean all directions. This now I get drawn into, yeah, exactly.
It's beautiful.
Deep blue eyes. That's why I normally also don't look in the eyes. I think our senses is quite restricting that because it's really hard to be in all directions. So I'm looking like this, so I see everything. It's easier now. But 2 directions, so we can practice it. Then if you hold your hand, it's same. So I test by pulling and pushing. Spiral movement. So when I do spiral movement, here I go up, I release up, but the same feeling, same time I do going down. So I do the same feeling with this hip. It goes up, also feel down. Yeah. So here, play with it. You know it worked like this, only there are more movements now, more angles and all kinds of things. But don't be distracted, overrule it, 2 directions. Yeah? Okay.
Arigato.